All right, what's up, y'all? Episode 93. I'm fresh off the Kansas City Kickball Open, sunburned and beaten. But we're here to talk about the next event, guys. It's coming fast. Pennsylvania Kickball Open out in Harrisburg. We have the event manager here, Jason McMullen, captain of Lights Out. But for this weekend, he's bringing back Chuckle United, people. What do you got to say, Jason? What's going on this weekend?
Hey, Adrock. Just a busy week. Getting ready to have 300 people come into Harrisburg. Double the population.
Yeah.
Excited for 15 teams. Definitely a step up from last year, I believe, in the talent overall for all the teams. So it should make for some really interesting pool play.
Yeah, Jason, happy birthday, and we're looking forward to seeing Chuckle United be reunited.
Yes, 30 years old. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
I thought you were 22.
I thought you were 25, man.
I wish I was 30.
So, Jason, why don't you tell us, Harrisburg, we're back. Tell us about the social events, what folks should expect coming in on Friday, what to expect Saturday at the fields, and then Saturday night as well.
Yeah, we have a lot of people from out of town, some people coming in even on Wednesday. Some Thursday. We have our playoffs on Thursday for our local league, but the meet and greet will begin at Aruga's. A lot of you guys from New York, D.C., Virginia Beach, Boston are not used to $5 pitchers of vodka mix. So we're going to have some pretty cheap specials going on Friday night. Going to give away 2 cases of Traveler, Curious Traveler. Picked it up yesterday.
That's awesome.
I like it.
Top 2 teams in attendance on Friday as far as players. So we'll give that away on Friday night. I believe at 9 o'clock we're going to do it. So we'll go around and count how many people on each team are there. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. I hope folks realize that the meet and greet in Pennsylvania and Harrisburg has that competition, and everybody should come out, hopefully win that prize, and then shuttle themselves back to the hotel so they can get to bed.
Right.
Yeah. Well, one thing that I always say about Harrisburg is it's almost a joke how cheap it is to go out there. Which, for some people that's awesome. Some people want to play, but after the tournament, bring $20 out and you won't remember the night.
Yeah, so that's Friday night. Looking forward to another good day at the fields. I'm going to dial in the infields, get those cut low on Friday. Get all the painting done. Then we're going to go directly, a few of us, and set up the after party Friday afternoon at the Tap House, 2nd floor. So,
nice.
Got a couple of things going on there. We got obviously Traveler being our conference sponsor for the Northeast. Got a 12-foot mustache ride that's going to be in play in the photo booth on Saturday night. So,
all right.
3 mustache rides.
That's great. Thanks to Traveler Beer for that.
We all love that.
Sunday, Tap House and Aruga's are looking forward to some brunch crowd. Kind of lick your wounds and get some energy before you head up back home.
Very cool. And so, Jason, we've got 15 teams coming to this event. We've got a draw planned. Today we're going to walk through the 15 teams. We'll do the live draw right now, and we'll get it started. So, with no further hesitation for the folks that want to watch and get the pools and figure out who they're playing, let's get into it. I'm going to run through the 15 teams that we have rankings for, which is 12 out of the 15. Briefly mention the open teams, and then we'll get right to it. Sound good, guys?
Sounds good. Let's do it.
All right, Adrock.
Let's go.
Adrock, you got to keep up with Patty. He's owning this right now. Moving forward.
I'm sorry, man. He talks too fast. He should be an auctioneer.
Patty will be on for the next West Coast podcast. That is a definite guarantee. All right, so this weekend, Pennsylvania Classic 2014. If you want to know what your schedule is and where the scores are going to be posted, please go to scoreboard365.com. And once you get there, you will see the live draw that we're doing right now. And at the same time, you will also see your schedule for the week. So Scoreboard365.com, and you'll be good to go for the weekend. It should be a lot of fun to track everything. And if you're not going to be in attendance, there's our little link right there, folks. If you're not going to be in attendance, we encourage you to check out the get this thing posted for you. We encourage you to check out the live stream that we hope to have going for most of the day, assuming Power and Sprint's network decides to work with us. So the top 15 teams are Shockwave out of Maryland, Lights out of Pennsylvania. Both teams were in the Final Four last year. Shockwave right now is the number 3 team as far as the circuit rankings, but they are the top team in the standings in the country right now with the most points earned in circuit events. Lights Out is the number 8 team in the country. Coming at number 3, last year's champion for the Pennsylvania tournament, OSC out of DC. Currently the number 9 ranked team in the rankings, but in terms of points, past 25. I think we're 27 or something. Number 4, we have an availables team called Mike and Skalaki's availables team. Adrock, you might be able to comment on that one later.
Yep.
Swamp Donkeys out of Virginia Beach is your number 5 team. They are currently ranked 29th in the circuit as far as the rankings go, and they were an Elite 8 team last year. Number 6, we have Plan B, an availables team. Number 7, we have the Revolt, an availables team. Number 8, Hammerheads out of Virginia, currently ranked 44th in the country. Number 9 is Beast Mode, which we consider an availables team given their roster. Just a little bit over.
Not out of the woods yet, fella. I'll have to go back to the pharmacy and have the prescription filled out.
Adrock has a guest.
And then,
I'm just on a video call right now.
then I have to go back to the house. I forgot that nighttime bag. I had to put on.
All right.
So
All right, sorry.
Number 11, number 10 is Pound Town out of an availables team. Number 11 is Pitch Intense out of Massachusetts. Number 12 is 3KM, the 57th ranked team in the country as far as rankings go from DC. And then our 3 availables teams. You're looking at Jason right there with the captain of Chuckle United. We consider them an open team, although they do have some circuit players on their team. It does not equate to over 50% of the roster, hence why they were labeled as an open team. But somebody to not be messed with. Take them seriously. They're going to be a good team. Number 14, I Like the Lights On out of Pennsylvania. Jason will be able to comment on them later. And last but not least, SSM X-Rated, again, another open team. So, guys, what do you think right now? Pretty tough crowd. Jason, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, there's no cakewalk team in this year. I mean, not that there was in years before, but it's just no one's looking at any team hoping they play them. You know, a lot of trash talk, of course, going back and forth. Obviously, with basically four full teams from Harrisburg, some players from elsewhere playing those teams, but I would say there's probably eight or 9 teams that have somebody from Harrisburg playing on it. You know, a lot of teams needed an extra guy or girl or so on. So I'm excited to get a lot of extra players from Harrisburg into playing the circuit.
Looking forward to it. Adrock, initial thoughts on the team list?
I'll tell you, the Mikey and Skalaki team has players on it. They've been recruiting for this event since the fall. I'm going to play a team, but unfortunately I have coaching obligations on Saturday, so I can't make it. But I know the roster. I've been on a couple of the chains for that event. And they are going to be revealing the team name the day of with some sweet uniforms, and I think everyone's going to laugh.
Very cool. So we have a secret name and a secret team uniform coming. I'm looking forward to it. All right, guys, let's give it what the folks are going to be asking us for here. We're going to do the bin draw. Our bins are bin 2 is Mike and Skalaki's availables team, Swamp Donkeys, and Plan B. I'm actually at 1776 today, our headquarters for Kickball 365. We're in a co-working space, great place. Check them out, 1776dc.com. No cup, and every time I use the trophy, I tend to pill the number 2 or the C pill all the freaking time. So in this little sheet, we've got our bin 2. Because Shockwave, Lights Out, and OSC are the 1, 2, and 3 seeds, we lost Adrock. Those are already set. So Pool A has Shockwave, Pool B has Lights Out, and Pool C has OSC. Jason, you ready for this?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right. So the first one going in Pool A. Make sure I don't look. Let me stick my hand in here. There we go. Now you got it. First team is Plan B. So Plan B will be with Shockwave. All right. The next one going in Lights Out's pool will be Mikey and Skalaki's team. You get the name that we don't know about yet.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously, last but not least, will be Swamp Donkeys. Ooh, Swamp Donkeys last. So let me type these in if you're watching this at home. Swamp Donkeys out of VA going to Pool C. Pool A, we've got Shockwave and Plan B, who we consider as an availables team. And then in Pool B, the Mike and Skalaki team, which apparently will have a different name, but we'll figure that out soon. All right. Then 3, we've got Revolt, Hammerheads, and Beast Mode. Shockwave, Plan B, and playing with them is going to be Beast Mode. So Beast Mode out of DC with some new faces. Looking forward to seeing what talent they recruited over the year. Next, in Pool B, Mason, you're not lights out this weekend, but we'll get to you soon with Chuckle. We've got the Hammerheads. Hammerheads out of VA will be in Pool B, and then Pool C, last but not least, would be our good friends at Revolt. So, how they looking, Jason?
Whew. I'm just waiting for Chucker United. I'm a little scared. Any of these bins are going to be tough, but it's nice not to play lights out.
Yeah, most circuit events now are pretty much, seeing the amount of teams that we've been seeing come to these events and everyone just getting better and pitching getting better. The talent's just going through the roof on a lot of these events. So, Pool A, this is bin 4. We have 3KM, Pitch Intense, and Pound Town. Wrap my hand around. You ready? Pool A with Shockwave, Plan B, and Beast Mode is Pound Town, which is one word apparently, an availables team. So
a lot of guys out of Knoxville, Hard Knocks. I don't know if you know Nick Mountie, their starting catcher.
So that's
pretty stellar team. So you're gonna have to call this year the team of the availables.
Yeah. I think this is the first event our staff was looking at it, and John was saying this is our first event with 4 availables teams.
Yeah.
All the teams too. All right. Lights out. Mike and Skalaki's Hammerhead team. And now Pool B, Pitch Intense. So Pitch Intense goes into Pool B. Oops. Just lost my train of thought there with my board. Pitch Intense out of Massachusetts playing with Hammerheads, which leaves us with 3KM going into the rest of the pool, into Pool C. So 3KM out of DC is stuck with OSC. That's unfortunate, but the way it falls, Swamp Donkeys, the Revolt, and USA. All right, Jason. Here's your pool so far. We've got Chuckle United. We've got I Like the Lights On, which is hilarious, and SSM. Now, I Like the Lights On. That's a local DC, or excuse me, local Harrisburg team, correct?
Yes.
All right. Are these guys that have been playing in the local leagues?
Yes. Yep. Most are from one team. One of the main players on that team played Division I football. He's got a couple of his buddies from high school that are supposedly ridiculous athletes, but never played kickball. So a lot of trash talk going on with him and a couple of guys and Lights Out. So hence the team name. I Like the Lights On.
All right. Well, let's see here. I'm gonna put my hand in the magic black sheet, and in Pool A. You nervous?
Yes.
Pool A. We have SSMX rated.
Whew. I don't know if you guys know that Savage Shock out of the Goombay League. Some Deja Vu players on that, some classified. It's going to be a tough pool. Very tough. Shockwave, Plan B, Beast Mode, Pound Town.
Shockwave and SMX already know each other.
Yeah. Let's go for lights on and lights out. Same pool. Let's go.
All right, so here we go. In Pool B, we've got Shuckle United. This is definitely not rigged. Shuckle United. Out of PA, will be facing off against Lights Out. Well, at least you get to know the team you've got.
Yeah, at least I'll know what every batter will be doing. Kicker.
Which leaves us with I Like the Lights On out of Pennsylvania. Get that we update that one. I Like the Lights On out of PA. So our pools are, after the random bin draw, Pool A, Shockwave out of Maryland. Plan B, Beast Mode out of DC, Pound Town, and SMX rated, also out of Maryland, but an availables team for the weekend. Pool B, Lights Out, Mike and Skalaki's availables team, Hammerheads, Pitch Intense, and Shuckle United. And then Pool C, OSC, Swamp Donkeys, The Revolt, 3KM, and I Like the Lights On. Some teams from this region have already seen each other and in past events, so it's unfortunate that they play. But at the same time, the way the rankings go and the stats and the metrics add up, it should be a solid game throughout the day. Jason, since we lost Adrock and you're playing, do you have a Final Four?
Whew, well, you got to go with Shockwave, Lights Out, OSC, and then, man, it could be one of a good 5 to 6 teams. I guess just have to go with Mike and Skalaki's team. You know, since they got the Lucky Charm Brick on the roster.
Yeah, Brick, the MVP of the circuit. The people have been asking for. Now, just to be clear, of the 15 teams, how many are going to be advancing to the Olymps?
8 total.
Yeah, 8 total. So anybody at home watching this, if you go to Scoreboard 365, you can see the full schedule. Games start at 9. Games are played at 9, 10:05, 11:10, 12:15, and 1:20. And then the Olymps will likely start, pending no delays, weather-related or anything, at 3 o'clock. So we'll have Elite 8 at 3, Final 4 at 4:15 or so, and then Final starting at 5:30. So should be one hell of a tournament. Going back to my pool play draw, you got Shockwave, Lights Out, Skalaki's team. Who was your third? OSC? Or your fourth? OSC?
Yeah.
I gotta agree with you. I heard a lot of rumblings in Kansas City this weekend about Mike and Skalaki's team. I didn't know they had a different name. I'm kind of intrigued now by what it could be. Shockwave is playing phenomenal. They've just impressed everyone on this side of the country and now even out west with a lot of the videos making their way from Jacksonville. They're solid, they're fast, they're smart, they know how to play the game. They got a solid captain who controls their team and understands the game. They've just adapted to the way the circuit is versus their local league, and they're just dominating right now. They play OSC. We play together on multiple teams and events, but if those two teams see each other in the Final Four, it'll be unfortunate, but both two teams are deserving to get to the finals. Lights Out. Jason, you're not playing. I don't know if I can pick Lights Out, especially after I saw Mr. Tyson walk a couple batters this past weekend in Kansas City.
I think the team name he was playing on jinxed him, the Walk of Shame.
Yeah, I think you're right, and I don't think that'll go into this weekend, but they are going to have Bez and Kyle again, correct?
Bez, Kyle, Casey, in the infield. We got Steve Klein. He played with us up in New York. Ridiculous first baseman. I don't know that there's anyone better, but he's so new, we get to see him.
You never know.
So
it should be a solid match. I mean, I definitely, in those pools, remember if the top 8 advance, it doesn't matter about the top 2 or top 3 or whatever. Each pool, it's the top 8 overall. So we should see the availables team, Mike and Skowalski, if they can lose, if they beat Lights Out or lose, that means we got a 4-0 and a 3-1. Hammerheads is still tough, and Pitch Intense as well, and then you. So that right there might be the pool of death. I don't know. I could argue Pool A is. Yeah,
Pool A is pretty tough too. I think Savage Shock being new to the circuit, but there's a lot of talent there. I guess they've been doing real well in their league. Pound Town, I mean, Beast Mode, Plan B, a lot of Sitch players. I don't know.
Yeah, that should be tough. I don't think we're going to see a pool have 3 advance. I mean, have more than
3.
I mean, at least 3 advance, but because somebody's got to. No one's going to have like 4 advance unless everybody ties like we saw in Kansas City where we had 5 3-1 teams. But I don't know. It should be tough. Looking forward to it. And while we're at it, actually, Jason, you've been doing a phenomenal job as a league director up in Harrisburg. I was hoping you actually can share with the audience how the leagues are going up there, where you guys play, and just growth over the last couple of years. It'd be great to hear.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a long story, but I'll try and keep it short. I mean, just like everybody else that's been to the circuit, I started going to D.C. to a 365 event and was like, wow, this is awesome. And, you and I had talked about an event, and, I said, well, what about a league as well? And back in end of 2011, we started planning it. 2012 spring, we had, started our league, and we've been doing it every spring and fall. 2012, 2013, and now 2014, co-ed. We're up to almost 500 players right now in our spring league.
Very cool.
A social and a competitive division. I started a women's indoor league. Was awesome at a local facility back in February, and I talked to a lot of girls, into playing. They were like, oh, I don't know, there's no guys or whatever. They had a blast. I mean, the first night we did like a trial run. They're diving all over the place and saying, thanks for putting this together. This is awesome. Like, thanks for coming out. So we're doing an outdoor league. Starts mid-July after DCKO. So we got 4 teams already signed up for that. We're doing a full field. We did an indoor. The indoor league was a smaller field, 7 people on the field because it was a small facility. But we got a couple girls teams. We're trying to get together for the women's event in DC. Just having a lot of fun, partying. Thursday nights. We're doing our league end of season party this Saturday, combination with the after party for PAKC. So we're looking to have a boatload of people partying kickballers on Saturday night.
It should be a lot of fun. I remember last year you guys did, or the last couple of years, you've done a photo slideshow throughout the evening. So pictures taken from the event will be on display. I hear rumors of a photo booth.
Yes, last year we did a photo booth. It was part of the party. We had like flip cup and beer pong, cornhole, jumbo Jenga, and we went out and spent like $50 on props at the dollar store, and got some pretty awesome pictures. We're gonna have the big mustache ride this year as part of the photo booth, so it's gonna be a good time. And then also with Traveler, we have some great prices on Traveler beer and Bud Light. So looking forward to it. So it's been a busy spring. With our league, developing that. Got a lot more interest each year. It seems to grow. More players want to try the circuit. So now we have almost 4 full teams of just Harrisburg people, playing in the circuit tournament.
It's gonna be a lot of fun, that's for sure. Well, Jason, we appreciate you being on. Thank you again to you and your staff that are going to run this event this weekend in Harrisburg, and looking forward to it.
Cool.
Thanks so much. Guys, take care, and good luck at the tournament.